Hi, this is Bob Paskins. I'm a sales consultant as well as a creator of the Growth Matrix, where we look to elevate salespeople and sales processes to achieve desired growth. In this Sales Tip Tuesday, we're going to talk about identifying who your best customers are. This can be found in the discovery element of the Growth Matrix. When I meet with new clients, I typically ask them to tell me about their best customers. 9 times out of 10, I find that they say that their best customers are the ones that create the largest revenue. Well, actually, that may or may not be the case. One of the exercises I do with my clients is to have them take out a piece of paper and divide it into thirds, creating 3 columns. At the top of the left column, I ask them to write the word profitability, and then to write their best, most profitable customers. I use profitability instead of revenue, because what we want to make sure is these companies actually are bringing in a profit to my client. The middle column, we put in personal relationships, and we look to put these clients down here. And typically what I find is the clients that score the highest on personal relationships are the ones that give you more and more referrals. The far right column, we put the words solved a critical need, and we list those customers as well. And the reason we do that is the ones who fit that solved a critical need tend to be the most loyal customers that you have. Now, please understand, customers might fit in more of these columns. It's great if they fit in 2 or even all 3 of those columns. Because what you tend to do at the end, you tally it up and you figure out by circling these customers which ones are your best customers, depending on how many columns they might fit. Well, I did that exercise with a friend of mine named Paul. And Paul at the end of it was discouraged because he had one large revenue client that didn't hit any of these boxes. So I talked to Paul about that. And from that conversation, Paul and I discovered that Paul's staff was spending a whole lot of time on this customer, which even though they're a high revenue customer, the profitability wasn't there. And additionally, the customer staff was kind of bullying Paul's staff, which was hurting that relationship. So Paul went out to the customer. They had a wonderful, heartfelt meeting. And at the end of that meeting, they put in new parameters into place on how to work with each other. Well, Paul, 6 months later, excitedly called me and said, "Hey, Bob, I'm excited to let you know that this high revenue customer now is able to fit in 2 of the 3 columns, being both most profitable and having the best relationship in the office." All because of the exercise that they had done and that Paul was able to go back with his largest revenue customer and turn his largest revenue customer into one of the most profitable customers as well as one with the best relationships. So if you would like me to come out and go through this exercise with you or your team, feel free to reach out to me at my website at bobpaskins.com. Thanks for watching.